What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, back with another action figure review. Very exciting in front of us. DC Studios Superman movie figures for the all-new movie coming in July. We have figures in the 6-inch scale from Spin Master. Very, very exciting, and I'm so happy to dive into these with you and explore. These figures, I got all of them on Amazon. It's the first half, 3 out of 6 figures for the full wave to build robot number 4. And all of these are averaging about 1049, 1050 a piece on Amazon. They're slowly starting to hit Walmart and Target. I think Walmart first if you can find them. People are saying that they're finding them in the electronics section. I unfortunately have not found them yet, but hopefully soon. Mr. Terrific looks great. No accessory, unfortunately, but we do have some T-spheres from the Epic Strike Mr. Terrific, so that will be great. I can use those. And there is the UPC if you need it. Very interesting, you guys, and very hard to find some of these figures. Like the second half of this wave, so far I have found the Engineer, but I haven't found Hawkgirl or Metamorpho yet online. So I'm still hunting for those. If you happen to have the link to those and they're in stock, please let me know. Finding the link is like half the battle with these. I think that's what my buddy Action Toys now said online. So definitely he's right. I hope these UPCs help you out. I'm going to leave as many links as I can in the description below. I keep finding more and more. I don't want to talk about all of them. Some of them are definitely spoilers. But if you're excited and you want to check them out, you definitely can. Like I said, all of those are below in the bio, so you can check them out. Here is Gardner, Nathan Fillion, straight from Guardians 3 over to Superman. It was going to be called Superman Legacy, so that's why you got all this old box art up here from previous comic book callbacks. So that is cool. I like that a lot. Unfortunately, no accessories for Green Lantern either, but I'm sure we can find a lantern for him or something. Here is the UPC for Green Lantern guy Gardner. All right. So we are going to get these guys out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. All right, we got our figures out of the packaging and they look fantastic. Let's dive on in and take a closer look. Starting off with Mr. Terrific, he looks, well, terrific. Basically just like his comic book counterpart with the updated costume to fit the Justice Gang motif. He does look really nice, though, overall. I really do like that a lot. We got a pretty good look at him with the last figure that I reviewed, the Epic Strike Mr. Terrific. The one that comes with T-spheres and has the action feature, but nevertheless, still really cool to have the basic figure. Very happy for that. Definitely with the peg holes at the bottom of the feet. The Epic series doesn't have those. And overall, just a really, really nice looking figure. Great representation on my shelf for a 6-inch Mr. Terrific. He's got movement in his head, side to side. He can't really look up or down. His arms come out about that far. Forward and back, full 360. There's a bend and twist at the elbow. And then nothing in the waist. His legs come out about that far. They go forward. They don't really go back. There's a bend and a twist at the knee. And that's about it for Mr. Terrific. I did want to check out those T-spheres on Epic Strike and see if we can get those on this guy. So I've got them here side by side. You can see that they're basically like the same figure, more or less. Like the head sculpt looks the same, the torso looks the same kind of, but obviously everything else is going to be sculpted different based on the action feature. And then he's like a little bit shorter than this guy. That's because of the stance on his legs. So I can appreciate that for sure. So the T-spheres should fit in his hand pretty easily. Yeah, nice. So you could definitely interchange those if you wanted to. They look really good, and I think I'm definitely going to keep some on my classic 6-inch Mr. Terrific basic figure. Very nice. I don't know how well I showed the arms, but they definitely nailed it. It does say fair play very nicely right there, very clearly, so that is really cool. Terrific on the back does look very nice, and it does say fair play on this side as well. And for some reason, it is captured way better on this arm than the other one, fair and play, separated correctly. But for some reason, on this side, it just didn't work out the same way. The fair has the P there before, and then lay is there. So I don't know why that happened. Very interesting. I cannot figure that out. I would love to know why, though. I'm sure someone at Spin Master knows what's up for sure. But overall, a great looking figure. Next up, taking a look at Superman. He looks fantastic. Very interesting. I feel like I've already seen this figure, but I haven't. I'll take you guys up close. Well, the last video that I did, we had the Kaiju slime set, and there was a Superman included there. It was different from this figure, though. They're very close, but they're definitely different figures. So if you're a completionist, definitely don't skip out on that Kaiju set. Overall, I really like the design of this figure. I think mine in particular has a slight imperfection in the left eye. It's not too bad, but it's enough for me to where if I was getting to pick in the store, I would notice this and I'd pick one with better eyes. So unfortunately with the online thing, you don't get to pick. You just hunt for that link and then you try to get it and you do the best you can. This one also has, the cape is not tucked in as well as it could be. It sticks out just a little bit. If you're a nitpicky collector, that's something definitely to be careful of. On the back side here, Superman. And it looks really good overall. I gotta say, I do like the look of this figure and the feel and the size. I'm so glad that we're back to 6-inch. I wish that they'd still make the 4-inch figures too, though. I feel like that's kind of a miss. We got the 3-inch figures, but not 4-inch figures. So very interesting. The more I look at this figure and I have it in hand, I think about what my buddy Pack Photos said in his video, and I'll leave the link to that one below, but he says that he thinks this Superman kind of looks like Tom Welling. And since he said that, I kind of can't unsee it. Like, he kind of does look like Smallville Superman. So, I have the one from the Kaiju set right here, so I'll show you guys the comparison. They basically look the same. The one that I got from the Kaiju set, he definitely has good eyes. Both eyes are printed much better. And then this one has the waist articulation, but that's because of his action feature. So I'll show you what I mean about that in a minute. But they're basically the same, more or less. The cape, as you can see with the Kaiju set one, is tucked in correctly, whereas this one from the single card release basic figure is not. And this one has these like arches behind his back, so that way you can put your finger there to twist him for the action. And on our new one, it does not have that. So that's definitely an interesting thing to note. Again, like I said, if you're a Superman completionist or collector and you got to have them all, these two Supermans are different figures. And I can appreciate that a lot. Because if you're anything like me and you're a Spin Master collector of the past, you'll know that it's like always the same figure for the most part. And you just end up with a ton of duplicates. So it's nice to have a Superman that does something different from the Kaiju set versus the basic standard figure. So it's good to have both. As far as articulation goes on Superman, pretty much the same as Mr. Terrific, the same as most 4-inch figures from the past. Moving in the head side to side, arm comes out about this far, goes forward and back, full 360, bend and twist at the elbow. Nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist, legs come out about that far. They go forward, they don't really go back at all. There's a bend and a twist at the knee. And that's about it for Superman. No accessory of any kind. No heat vision. No ice breath. I haven't seen that with any of these toys. And you'd think that they'd capitalize on his powers by now or something. But not yet. We'll see. Next up, taking a look at Green Lantern guy Gardner. This guy looks fantastic. Very excited to have him here. Really interesting too. It looks like his skin tone is just like a little bit more... I guess like not as bright as Superman's. I kind of thought maybe like I didn't have the light shining correctly on him on the camera, but no, it just looks like different skin color, different complexion, and that's cool. I like that differentiation between the characters. Maybe it shows that they're paying better and closer attention as they should be. But he looks really good overall. I was really kind of curious to see the finer details of his costume and like the armor plates that he has on his arms that Mr. Terrific doesn't have. And how similar their costumes are. It is kind of weird that his Green Lantern emblem isn't like on his chest, but it's here and it's here, so that's cool too. I'll take what I can get. But yeah, overall, does look really nice, really simple. I definitely wish there was more green in the costume instead of black and white, but hey, still, seriously, I will take what I can get. An on-screen Green Lantern since 2011. That's what we're looking at, minus the little cameo from Justice League. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is cool though, and the ring is great. I think I joked about this one time before, but at the same time I was being serious. Like sometimes no one cares about the Green Lantern ring, and it's literally just a dab of green paint. So this is really cool. It is a sculpted ring. I can see that, and it has been given the dedication that it deserves because that is his power source. And overall, I just really do like this figure. Very solid, looks great. Articulation in the head, side to side, pretty good. Doesn't really look up or down at all. Does look a lot like Nathan Fillion, though. I mean, like to a T. They did a great job. Arm comes out about that far. Forward and back. There's a bend at the elbow. That is nice, and twist. And then the legs come out about that far forward. They don't really go back. There is a bend and twist at the knee, so that is nice. The first accessories that I went to grab for Green Lantern come from the 4-inch Spin Master figure. So we've got this green fist, which looks kind of small, but let's see if we can make it fit. Just for, yeah, hey, look at that. It does fit. And it doesn't look that bad either. And then we got the lantern, which is also from the 4-inch Green Lantern figure from Spin Master. And that also fits. So that's cool. I definitely wanted some accessories for Green Lantern. Happy to have something over nothing. The 4-inch Green Lantern is kind of hard to come by even still, but not impossible. But yeah, so if you're curious to know, like those accessories look like they work very nicely for Green Lantern. Very happy to have that. Epic Strike Green Lantern is another one that I also haven't been able to find. If you have the link to that one, please let me know. I haven't found him in stock anywhere yet. He does come with some Green Lantern constructs, though. That would probably be better than this. But even still, this is pretty cool. Next, taking a look at the robot number 4 accessories. Really cool that Superman kind of comes with the main piece, the upper chest and the head, so that is cool. There is no articulation in the head, so that is very interesting. I am very excited that we finally get the robots, though. That is great. I wish it would have been a single card release, though, and you could army build. I would have much rather had somebody else, like, I don't know, Ultraman or somebody else, or the engineer, be the collect and connect or build a figure. Soft cloth goods cape does look nice, and there's the back side. Very interesting pick. But yeah, really cool. I keep wanting to call him Helix because I think that's what they call him at one point in the comics. And there's been so many different iterations of the Superman robots. Even like they look like Superman, but they're robots. So very, very interesting. The arm does have one point of articulation here and another one here. So that is nice at the shoulders. And the same thing with the other arm, and I can go ahead and put that together for you. And we can even create that like movie moment in the trailer if you want. So that is really cool with the upper half of him. So let's see, how easy is this to port in? It looks pretty simple, great. And then, wow, nice mobility with that articulation. Looks great. And the same thing with the other side. Looks pretty good, pretty simple. Man, I'm ready to get the other half of this guy built pronto. But yeah, you could like put him there on the ground, and he's got his arm out. And then we'll put Superman like this, and he's like bending down to tend to his robot. We've totally got that movie scene. I don't know which robot it is, but you can tell there's like a moment in the first teaser trailer, so I promise I'm not giving away too much. But yeah, you could just create that just like that. They kind of like connect hands, and then he's like showing, his despair. I don't know how I'm going to make Superman stay up like that. I don't think I am. There we go. We could do it like that. Yeah, that's great. He's checking on his robot. He's like, no, are you okay? Are you all right? I'm just kidding. Anyways, pretty cool robot. Glad to have him finally. Can't wait to build the second half of him. Very excited for this robot number 4 Build-A-Figure. First up, comparing these guys with some other 6-inch figures from Spin Master's basic line, the 3 points of articulation line. Here they are, and they all fit in together very, very nicely. I'm really happy to have these guys side by side. Flash, you can get it 5 below. Batman from The Batman was a European exclusive. Superman, I also got it 5 below. Green Lantern, you can get them at Five Below now. I got them from some other company in Denmark. But yeah, they look great together side by side. Really happy to have these guys, especially the two Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Guy Gardner, side by side. Pretty soon we're going to get the Lanterns figures, hopefully next year on Max. So that will be really, really cool. But yeah, you guys, if you can find those basic 6-inch figures, they're pretty cheap and they fit in really good with these new Superman movie figures. Here's another round of Spin Master basic 6-inch figures with the 3 points of articulation. They look fantastic again, side by side with our new Superman movie figures. Very happy to have these guys together. And next up for another 6-inch size comparison, here we have some figures from Justice League 2017 by Mattel. These ones look awesome, especially the variants. Really happy to have them. And if there's one thing I'm excited for, it's more variants. Again, hopefully with Mattel taking the license back. Unfortunately, with Spin Master, we really haven't gotten any variants of any kind. So this will be nice to see again. If there's one thing I poked at in my last video, it was kind of that I thought maybe Spin Master's going to the 6-inch scale because they know Mattel's taking the license next year. Maybe it was a request by them. Maybe their basic figures next year are all going to be in the 6-inch scale as well. That will be very interesting to see. All right, and for a 4-inch comparison, I've got Flash, Superman, and Green Lantern from Spin Master. And of course, I had to throw in the Man of Steel Superman Henry Cavill, the original release by Mattel. Very interesting to see these guys side by side. I don't want to say rest in peace 4-inch scale, but man, it's nowhere to be found for this movie so far. I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for there to be like a 5-pack or a 4-pack or something of Superman movie figures in the 4-inch scale. So let's hope. Let's hope, right? Isn't that what the crest means on his chest? Hope. Oh, man. All right, you guys, that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, the all-new DC Studios Superman basic figures from Spin Master. They retail for about $10.49 a piece. All of mine on Amazon. Very excited for these. The first half, 3 out of 6 figures for that Build-A-Figure for robot number 4. So very, very cool. Very excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're going to pick up or pass on these, what you're finding online and in your local areas. I would love to hear from you. And as always, you guys, the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, all the support on the channel, absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, each and every one of you. I got more Superman reviews coming, so stay tuned. Keep it right here at my channel as I find more new, cool, and awesome stuff. You know, I'm going to bring it to you right here. Once again, I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching.